mind like a shut. When it's out the picture, but it ain't no Diddy cropping this. Sorry, officer, I'm a hood philosopher. In the open all the chakras up the block is hotted and molten lava. Check your thermometers. These rats is synonymous. The climates in Guatemala, bro. Bet your bottom dollar your favorite rapper to get devoured. Sign his death certificate quick. Like sayonara. In fact, it's better if he quit and save himself a problem. He ain't got a chance to solve him. Tell me get him any
gone in the blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Today we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will... The 25.
Gun. Got.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First carry here for Joe Mixon. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's his 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just put on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed, a gain of 8 on 4th and 2. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Stroud from his own end zone. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's going to get this out to the 24-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Caught left side. Here's Dell. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Pierce now up the middle. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll let this go deep for Collins. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 59 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Inside handoff to... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. The Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Burrow will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Mixon. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. No move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 82 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. Steps away to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run for it with Pierce. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Stroud keeps it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
C.J. Stroud in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll get this up to the 44-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. A run for Pierce out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw is incomplete. His defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Stroud on 3rd down now. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. Powerful running. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that one. intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Still going inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Back in the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McPherson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
At their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit. And
I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Stroud looking to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Forced out to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Stroud working out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 Fs for a rookie quarterback.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And just shutting him off there. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Bengals 3. Jaime Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
At the Bengals 35-yard line.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Another one caught by Collins.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz from 10 yards out.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next to score, Texans 28, Bengals 3. Naimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, some strong running.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Diego.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah. All these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, and she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the fettuccine, they both dead, can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall, like they do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off, rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah. All these dumps on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. All these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God. Yeah. Got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah. They don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego.
Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters. Why you think we the same? We ain't the same. I'm the type to do the hitting up. You the type to pay hitters.
Hey, DJ.
Take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problem. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
Yeah, I ain't take no losses in a minute. Scored touchdown through the critic. Came a long way from the trenches. Still be making plays in the trenches. I'm from New Orleans. I'm a saint with a demon in my head. Yeah, I told him chill. Lil' bro still spinning like a fan. Lord on my mama. He been playing like this since he was in college. So fast like a rocket. To the RB, big 4-9 hand in hand. Real name Jamal Chase, he the newest go with the people saying. I'm still in the field, ain't calling plays, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, where the ops, I ain't ducking smoke. Kick it off, now we tryna score. Too easy, I'ma run it up with my eyes closed like Pat Mahomes. Red flag, I send him home. Hail Mary, I send him long. Another touchdown, hit the gritty on him. Gotta pull in their camera phones. H-time, throw the city up, I'm finna pick the play off like it's Xavier. When it's pressure, can't get out the pocket, got the cannon on me, I feel like Brady. Chasing at the Lamborghini, we just barely get started. Catch a play, I'm like Megatron, you don't know nobody that can guard you. Don't know nobody. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is when I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
What's the point of having if you ain't gon' use? She watch my games and play my music. I'm stuck in the game, I pray on lose. These chains on my neck keep giving me bruise. They don't want these
problem cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be proof. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man on. Like magic, everything gon' turn to gold, I put my hands on. Just bought another lot next to my crib for me to expand on. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems, they don't want no problems. All I know is win, I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell.
It's that ground breaking. When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mob something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita play. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter. Like Mr. P, who want it? No limit, who run it? Dreadhead, cool runners. GMF, good money. New whip, 200. Soldiers with me, 300. If it ain't about the money, please don't count on me coming. No, they don't want no problems. These problems gon' be problematic. Don't want no smoke or no static. I don't do no dramatics. Them boys faker than plastic. I tell them jump in the bag, cause I've been in my bag. Speeding off in the Jag, yeah. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Don't want no problems. All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh? They don't want no problems. 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 All I know is win. I ain't never took a L. But if I take a L, then you know I'm raising hell, huh?
I ain't trippin', this is easy, easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. That hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more of them dollars. Still on the grind, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the haka. I bust out the haka. I bust out the ooh. When there's nothing to do. Never been capping, you know that it's true. Haters are climbing your river like boo. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let 'em talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around us. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch 'em talk about it. Yeah.
In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte.
And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Young working out of the gun.
That's swung out wide to Sanders.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Well, this defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers pick the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10.
At their own 22. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Carolina defense.
They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't...
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Take it down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Lou Hedley now. taken at about the 36. Shreds the tackle. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has a little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
15-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Young running the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
1st down, New Orleans.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And this throw will be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Carr. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I see a surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Young. That is caught. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this down the 4-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Young will set to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great...
Touchdown, Saints! Michael Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw on second down is Young. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort with the mistakes that happen. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Running right, here's Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Young on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Striker, 3-3.
Here is Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I'd pin the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Carr throwing on second down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Kamara, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2 and it brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And this one is right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
throwing. Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
84 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On play action, now Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Former first-rounder Derek Brown living up to the billing on that stop.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
To throw his Carr. And Thomas has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to get the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for them.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Try to pound it in, Kamara.
Oh, Brandon, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Now Carr. This is caught.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They're going to run with Taysom Hill. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the